The lesson.
Oh, yeah.
Who was your favorite guys to play with, or if there was a favorite teammate that you had, and why? And then who do you remember was your toughest competitor?
Okay. The favorite guy to probably play with probably was Rob Rose. Rob Rose was, he was, from an import point of view, he was one of my favorites. Then you look at the Darnell Mees, Kevin Brooks. But then Australians, you had to throw Brett into the mix. Brett was a great guy to play with. As a guy to play against someone, James Crawford, the reason why he was so tough to deal with, not only that he was a very tough competitor, athletically, he was something to deal with because he was a very explosive type of jumper. So, JC he break you down and he can get into the lane. He don't need to get all the way to the ring to get to the ring. Once he go up in flight. If you ain't got him by the time he get up, you know what, man? There's so many guys he would have made posters of, man. Yeah, he would. And I was always conscious of him never doing that to me.
So he never did that to you?
Nah, I fouled him first. Go to the line, JC.
Do you have any memories where like you got dunked on or you just got schooled and you were like, shit, that can never happen again?
You know what? Let me tell you something. Cats, because cats, they make good moves on you sometime, and and sometimes when they get a good move, you don't give them no dap while the game is going on. But after the game, you want to say, yeah, man, that was a good move.
You got me on that one.
Yeah, you got me on that one. I don't think it do get you fired up to get him back.
Did you when you were playing, like going into a game against Perth and Crawford, was it a situation of like, I can't wait to play this dude, or was it like, oh man, I got to play this dude, or was it a bit of both?
No, I couldn't wait because what happens is that as a competitor, man, guys like that, is going to go ahead and make you rise up, right? So they're going to make you rise up. Because the last thing you want to do is watch a cat just go ahead and beat you down. You know what I mean? And, so you're going to have to rise up to a challenge. And I used to embrace that, man. I thought that was that's why we compete and that's why we play sports, man. To be in that moment, to play against athletes, teams, that make you, perfect. Adelaide, that rivalry was probably one of the biggest rivalries in the history of the NBL.
Yeah, man. I remember that one and the Magic versus the Tigers. Magic, they were kind of the two that sort of stick out in my mind now.
Local derby down there.
Yeah. And like, I don't, would you say that there's a real rivalry in the NBL these days, or?
Not to that level.
Yeah.
Not to that level. Even though I think rivalries are good for competition.
Yeah.
Right, for the league itself. It doesn't matter what sport you play. I think
everybody loves to see.
Everyone loves rivalries, man. They always love the guy who they love. Because Shane Hill, I thought was good for the league because everybody used to want to hate him. Right?
Do you remember? Do you remember seeing him step up? I think it was to Barkley or something.
Yeah,
like
that's
an
right.
old.
That's right.
I still watch the reruns of that shit.
And Shane was good for the league that way because, at the end of the day. Because he used to talk trash to you, the whole 9 yards. So therefore, people used to come out. It's like the old Muhammad Ali. This lady, if you ever watched this film, this lady said, she said, oh, I just came out. I've been watching your fight. I follow you around the world. So he thought it was like a compliment, like, oh, well, thank you. She said, the only time I come out because I want to see you get knocked out.
Oh, shit. That's dope.
Unbelievable, man. And I know he probably said, what? Like, you follow me to watch me? And so, but, because he's always talking trash and this and that. But I think stuff like that is always good for the competition, man, because it generates excitement. People love villains. They love good guys. They love villains.
You need the yin and the yang, man.
Yeah, yin and yang thing, man.
How? I mean, did you get caught up in much of the trash talking, and how much, how much trash does get talked on an NBL court?
Well, trash in all sports now. Trash is an art form. Right? Everybody now is trying to gain an advantage, right? So, trash talking. Now they have found trash talking. Once you get into a cat's head, it becomes an equalizer now. You know what I mean? So you got guys who knows how to master that sort of language. And then guys like myself and all the rest of it, I never used to talk trash because simply I was like, you know what? I'm going to let you do all that talking, right? I'm going to let my ball do the talking. You judges at the end of the day, all the things that you're saying, right? And I ain't going to get caught up in all that because that's not what I do, right? Now, some cats, that's what they do. They get fired up over that. That was never me. But I always used to respect the guys who were able to talk that trash, but you can't talk trash and don't back it up. Because, kind of a little corny then. You don't want to look corny out there.
So who were some of the I guess renowned? I mean, we talked Shane Hill.
Yeah.
Were there any
Al
other
Green
renowned?
Talked a little bit.
Yeah.
Al talked a little bit.
I've seen him coach, so I ain't surprised.
Yeah. So that was a part of his strength. There was a few guys in the league, man, that was, they talk a little yang to you and see if they can get under your skin, man. But at the end of the day, it's like anything. If a guy feel like they ain't gonna work work on you, then they tend to calm down a little bit more, man. But if you buy into that, you ain't gonna do nothing but just add fuel to the fire.
The lesson. 927. Oh yeah.